I used to believe in ordinary love and ordinary men. Daniel Mercer was anything but ordinary. We met on a rainy Thursday at a used bookstore. He wore a brown coat, smelled like cedarwood and coffee, and quoted poetry like he meant it. He listened. He looked me in the eyes. He made me feel seen, but I didn't realize I was being watched. We dated for 8 months before he proposed. He said he had no family, that his parents had died in a fire. He said he moved around a lot because of his job. He never told me what that job was, but I didn't ask. I thought mystery was sexy. It wasn't. It was dangerous. The first year of our marriage was beautiful. He cooked, he cleaned, he left me notes in the morning, but I never saw him sleep. Not once. I'd wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and he'd be standing at the window, just standing. When I asked him why, he said he had insomnia, but there were no bags under his eyes. No yawning. No tiredness. Just that same blank stare. One night, I found a small key hidden in his jacket pocket. I searched the house until I found the matching lock a drawer in his study desk. Inside were documents with unfamiliar names. Passports, IDs, government seals, and one file marked with my name. My full name. The one no one else knew. The name from my birth certificate that I had legally changed after college. How did he know it? The file had photos. Me. From childhood. From college. From rooms I didn't remember being in. There were notes written in red pen. Subject stable. Observing emotional growth. Responds well to reinforcement. Limit memory exposure. Who had written those? Why was I a subject? I confronted Daniel that night. He stared at me, quiet, then said, "You were never supposed to look in there." That's when the lights flickered, then everything went black. I heard him whisper something, but it wasn't in English. It wasn't in any language I'd ever heard. A low hum filled the air like a machine warming up. I backed away. He didn't follow. I left the house and drove for hours. No GPS, no destination. When I finally stopped, I was in a town I didn't recognize. No signs, no people, just rows of empty houses and streetlights that buzzed like static. I stayed in a motel. The clerk asked for my ID but stared at me like he'd seen a ghost. That night, someone slipped a note under my door. It said, "You're not who you think you are." The next morning, I looked in the mirror and saw a scar under my chin I didn't remember having. I looked through my photos. Some were missing. Others were different. My face, but not quite. My eyes were wrong. I went to a hospital. Asked for medical records. They had no record of me, not even in the birth registry. My fingerprints didn't match. My blood type was unlisted. I wasn't in any system. I was invisible. Then the dream started. Or maybe they were memories. A white room, wires in my arms, people in masks talking over me, a man saying, "Keep her asleep until subject 37 is cleared." I'd wake up screaming, and every time I did, Daniel was closer, watching, waiting, saying nothing, just watching. I moved from place to place, changed names, cut my hair, but they always found me. Sometimes it was Daniel, sometimes it was people I didn't know, but they all had the same look. Calm, smiling, dead in the eyes. I started finding symbols carved into walls. Triangles, circles, numbers that repeated everywhere. 46, 198, 2000, 231. I wrote them down, tried to decode them. Nothing made sense. Then I found another file, left on a bench. It had one page. Integration incomplete. Subject reverting. Memory breach probable. Then a time and date. 2 days from then. I didn't know what they planned, but I knew I couldn't be there. I ran. I hid. And for a while, I was free. Until I woke up one morning in my own bed. Back in our house. Wearing clothes I hadn't seen in weeks. Daniel was cooking breakfast. Smiling like nothing had happened. I asked him what day it was. He said, Thursday. But I remembered Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had lived them, escaped them. Why was I back? He told me, sometimes, when systems crash, we restore from the last stable point. I asked him what that meant. He just smiled. You'll feel better soon. And then I felt it. The fog, the static. My memories slipping, faces fading. I ran to the mirror. My eyes were changing, darkening, flattening, like his. I screamed. Daniel held me, told me it was okay, that I was going home soon. But I don't know where home is. I don't know what's real. I don't know who I am. I'm writing this now, in a notebook I buried 3 towns away. If you find it, know this. Your life might be a script. Your memories might be false, and the people who love you might be your jailers. Don't trust your dreams. Don't trust the ones who smile too much. And if a man named Daniel ever tells you he loves you, run.